Hello and welcome to Orchids 365. If you saw my little Palmer's haul the other day, I featured this beautiful volcano queen that my friend Vincent got me, and this that I bought from Pato Casero. And I've already ran the wires through, and I think this would make a lovely Cattleya mount. Where I grow here, most of my Cattleyas have to be mounted, especially the ones that don't like to sit in they need to dry out fast. So I thought this would be a beautiful home for this beautiful blue Cattleya. This is the RLC Volcano Blue Volcano Queen. If I find the picture, it may be similar to this or not. It's always best to Google the ID. These are just to give you an idea. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're completely off. So don't go by the picture. So it was really cool, and now it's starting to heat up. So I'm like, okay, let me do this real quick. So this I'm going to hole punch and zip tie to the mount. And for a problem of space, most Cattleyas I don't touch until springtime, especially when they're putting out new growths. But guys, this needs to be hung because I don't have space. And if I put it aside and I get heavy rain, that's it. I lose it that quick. So this is an easy one. I'm not gonna disturb it or anything. I'm literally gonna just plop it in here and zip tie it, and that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave some of that media. I'm not touching the roots. I've done this before when I'm not supposed to repot the Cattleyas and nothing has happened. So I wanna sit her real pretty like this so she can just grow full. So I'm not using any of this stuff. What I'm using are my zip ties. So I'm gonna hope you have a good view because the sun, I don't know if it's making it difficult to see. So I'm gonna hold it real close to the camera. Bloop, it fell. So I'm gonna go and get one of my big zip ties and secure it because this has many holes, little crevices, which is why I got it. And I just like how rustic and unique it is. I love mounts. I mean, I would say now that 75% of my collection is mounted. So I have every size, every color. See if I have one that's big enough because I'm running low to secure this beautiful Cattleya. And you know the rule, it cannot shake. You got to tighten her up real good. So gonna carefully, oh great, it has one little hole there, run it through the bottom holes. Oh, that's a big lump that I don't need of. This is the hard part. This is the part where you wish you had an extra hand, an extra arm. Okay, so I'm gonna have to attach 2 zip ties to make them long enough to do that. So when you do that, see that? Make it nice and probably longer than what you need. Just, it's always better to have extra than to like have to do another. So now I'm gonna do that again. There, I'm not disturbing anything. This is why I like to do these kind of videos. See, the zip tie has to be facing the other direction, so now you have to do it again, and it's okay. I mean, sometimes this might happen to you and you might be like, oh, it's normal, guys. Perfectly normal, perfectly human. Like I said, I'm a hobby grower. This is my happiness and my therapy. And in no means am I ever going to tell you that anything that I do is perfect or that everything works. The thing is, you try things, try new things. See that? You hear? So now before you give it the last squeeze, I'm trying really hard not to drop this. You want to try to, maybe with the other hand, I'm holding it up top to straighten it as much as I can. And then this is the hard part when you have one hand doing one thing and one hand doing another. You can always straighten it up and then do it again and do it some more. See that? I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna give it the last tight pull until I do the other side. I always secure on both sides because a wobbly orchid is a dead orchid and you don't want that. So now that I know that I have to connect them It's a little early for these mosquitoes. The other day we got like 11 inches of rain overnight after not getting any rain for almost 3 weeks. And they came back and I did not miss them. I'm doing the same thing with this zip tie. See? Just a little bit. You give it a tug, make sure it's locked, and then I'm gonna go to the, see, I have that one, still have to secure, then I'm gonna go on this side. And then I think I'm gonna try to go through the same exact spot. I know this might be a little bit of an eyesore, but trust me, these roots will attach so quick, you can get rid of the zip ties. This I promise you. Ow. There's nothing glamorous about mounting orchids. Okay, so now I'm gonna do that. Ooh, perfect. That never happens the first time. All right. So I'm doing the securing in the bottom. Hope I'm not blocking your view. Oh my. Ooh. Okay, so she's in the middle, a little wobbly. So now I can actually do this, and I know that she's not gonna fall or anything's gonna fall. And I'm gonna tight. Feels a little bit drastic, the tight, but yeah, I have to do it. I'm gonna move this one over to give it more, to straighten it up a bit on this side. I wanna bring it more to the middle. Either way, this thing's gonna grow however it wants to grow. I always do this, make sure nobody's shaking. Now, whether you wanna add more media there is completely up to you, depending on where you grow. You can put lava rocks, you can put a very good, very thick and chunky bark, sponge rock, and horticultural charcoal, and that will do. I'm running low on supplies, but as she establishes, because of the rain situation, I'm probably gonna leave her like this. However, you have to commit to making sure she does not dry out completely. So the thing with having a lot of mounted orchids, yes, they're growing beautifully, they're growing like they do in nature, but it does take more work, and you have to remember to hydrate them. It's very important. And then I'm going to give it a weekly dose of seaweed and my fertilizer that's also mixed with a little bit of cow mag, and she should be good in a few months when I give you an update. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have her here. I'm going to attach the ID, and I hope you enjoyed this quick little orchid mounting. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Bye. Stay safe. Please, please, always be kind.